Kona, big wave. Got a mom named Zona. Hey, you know I don't like Corona. It is not my flav. It is not my flavor, Dave. And you know, see me over here working like I'm pumping my fist at a motherfucking rave. Hey, my name's Jake and I'm gonna bring an earthquake. Shake the ground up, shake it for heaven's sake. Shake it for hell's sake too. I'm the motherfucking guy, I would just shank you. Hit you with the motherfucking shank and the sharpest shit. I'm gonna have to hit you with my smarts and wits. And I'm gonna have to hit you with farts and dicks. And I'm also gonna have to hit you with a motherfucking wick of a candle after that shit is lit. And I'm gonna hit you with hot wax, yeah, that's it, that's it. I'm gonna burn you, motherfucker, catch you in motherfucking flames and then you'll die. You'll burn in hell. I'm gonna look at you and cast a fucking spell that I read in a book that is made out of a body. You know me, I killed a guy with a shotty. Shotgun killer, shotgun killer. That's Jake the Snake, I am the realest.
You see me here? Wait, you see, you know I'm waiting and I'm waiting patiently. And I'm out here, I'm looking angry brilliantly. Don't you wanna fuck with me? Oh, you ain't CG. Oh, yeah, you ain't got my fucking CD, you better. Oh, and you saw I got a turtleneck sweater. What is better? Me and SpongeBob hitting a motherfucking duet in the motherfucking Krusty Krab. Oh, there's my dad. Oh, there's my fucking dad. And he doesn't like me and he's starting to get really mad. Oh, yeah, he doesn't like when I rap at all. You wanna suck my motherfucking balls?
Do you wanna suck on his balls?
Balls.
Do you wanna suck on his balls?
On my draws.
Do you wanna suck on his balls? Do you wanna suck on his balls?
If you were to be a mythical creature, what do you think you would be?
What a fucking question.
Honestly, only thing that I think of while I was asking, then I was thinking Jake's gonna just say dragon, but then I can't think of any other mythical creature at the moment.
I was thinking a griffin.
Ooh, so okay. So griffin, dragon, what other ones are there? There's like the little goat boys.
Little goat boys.
Yeah, like Chronicles of Narnia, the little goat guy. There's
No, I don't know about that. What is it?
Have you seen Chronicles of Narnia?
No. No, I would never watch that.
Okay. Well, you know what it is then. Literally the little He's like a half man, half goat.
Oh, like he's like the guy from like Hercules.
Half man, half goat. It's like a thing.
Yeah.
Whatever they're called. They're called something.
Not very cool, though.
Storks that carry actual babies. I wouldn't do that.
Centaurs.
Centaur is a half horse, right?
I think a centaur is a half bull, half man.
Oh, yeah. Half bull, half man. What's the half horse? That's one. A guy, half horse.
Yeah, half man, half horse. Mermaids are one. Or sirens.
I wouldn't be a siren. That's too much fucking. Or too
much singing, maybe.
No, their whole thing is to lure you in and convince you, is like to get you all sexually aroused. That's like their whole thing.
But then you just drown.
Yeah.
They
suck your soul out of your dick.
You also have
price to pay.
Werewolves and lichens and vampires and
Okay, so now that you've thought of a few, what do you think you would be?
A griffin. That's the one I was going to say.
You'd definitely be a vampire because you always fucking bite. You're always biting. You would just be a vampire. You're addicted to biting people. You get too excited and you bite. You bite their traps or their shoulder or something, and or if it's your lady, the butt, or if it's me, my butt.
I do like to suck your vod.
Suck my vod?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would definitely be a vampire. I would be probably
I know you said you wouldn't want to be this. You'd definitely be a fucking siren or a mermaid.
I know.
Sing everybody, sexualize them up, and then drown them.
I'd be like some sort of wise mouse that comes out of a hole and tells somebody what to do and then goes back.
That's your dad, maybe. Not you, though.
No.
You wouldn't be a wise mouse. You would be a crazy mouse that talks, and people go, "Did you guys know that mouse talked? It didn't say anything wise. It just said some crazy shit.
Yo, motherfucker, get away from my home, man, fucking bitch."
It screeched at me. Pretty sure it said English, though, at some point.
Yeah.
Or, you know what you might be? You might be one of them fucking goat boys you were talking about.
I think I might be a goat boy, to be honest.
I might be a goat boy as well.
As long as I got one of them, as long as I got a sack of goat balls.
As long as I got some horns.
Honestly, yeah, horns would be cool. What kind of
If you could have any set of horns or antlers, what would you rather have? Horns or antlers?
For convenience, horns.
Yeah, I think I would like to have, like, honestly, full-blown ram's horns. Like, people would think you were a devil, but something that's, like, real hard and it goes into a spiral.
Mm-hmm.
Or I might like the horns that go straight back, like that one skull I have that's, like, out and this way.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty and they have, like, a little swirl in them, too. Antlers would be annoying to have to grow them back every year. And what if you have fucking crazy good antlers and they're just, like, everywhere? Like, non-typical, just growths, like, stupid, that looks like fucking melting candle wax going everywhere on your head.
We'd have to live a long time for that, I think. So it's like, because it's kind of like sag. It's kind of like, I never thought about it like this, but, you know, they call those drop tines. This is when they come down from the main. Yeah. There's a main beam and then there's a drop tine. Maybe it's just because, like, they're getting so old that, like, stuff's starting to sag.
It's crazy that
they're, like, starting to sag like an old man.
Some of the record-breaking, like antlers, it's crazy that it grows in 1 year. Mm-hmm. Do you think that's true? Or do you think, like, maybe the deer's antler just gets so crazy, it's just like, I'm going to hang on for 1 year because it's not falling off yet, and, like, it accidentally grows into the next year? Like, it's an accident?
It's funny you say that because there was a deer shot around here recently that, so there is... I learned about this last week. There was a deer that was shot that had, like, pretty good antlers, and but it wasn't like, you know how they're like, they call it velvet. The horns weren't in velvet. It was like full fur on the antlers.
Yeah.
And the only thing they can, like, kind of like think of that happened is something happened to the deer's nuts. So, like, they, like, got hit somehow or damaged. So, like, basically he wasn't participating in the rut. So, like, he didn't rub his velvet off and he didn't, like, get all worked up, and he was, like, super skinny. Like, the neck was super skinny and not thick. So they think that, and they were, like, starting to kind of, like, rot. Like, his horns were starting, like, his antlers were starting to kind of, like, rot almost. And they think that it was the year before his antlers and never fell off because he, like, somehow damaged his manhood. Everything went out of whack, and he never, like, he just...
Yeah, just some kind of fucked up...
Yeah, something happened where his, like, he's not horny anymore. Which is kind of funny because he's very horny, but hairy and horny.
He's very antlery.
Yeah. But he's not horny. So they didn't fall off, and then they've been on there for too long. And so, like, just the fuzz turned into fur. And then they started to kind of, like, rot, and then someone had killed him.
Yeah.
So it's like, it literally, that can happen, but it's a very weird thing.
Yeah.
Which I just wanted to share with you because I don't think I've ever heard of that ever.
No,
it's at a taxidermist in town.
Yeah. Oh, it is? It's getting... Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so someone has a buck that their antlers have full fur on them. It's like they kind of had to, like... They were actually so soft when they were dragging it out that, like, part of it broke off and stuff. Like that's when they're in velvet, they're soft.
Yeah.
They're still growing. So
that's what I'm saying. Like some of the world's like record breaking antlers, they're so insane looking and so crazy and also so thick. It's like, you mean to tell me like they didn't just hang on for 1 year and then continue to grow into the next year? Because that would be insane to like.
I wish that was the case, because then we'd have way bigger bucks to shoot. But you find people find their sheds every year.
Dang.
But it is kind of hard to.
Dang gone.
But it is kind of incredible that they grow that much in like from as soon as they drop, like through the summer until like
from January 1st to January 10th.
Well, they grow like through the summer, and then they stop. Once the velvet comes off, it's done.
I thought it was a winter situation.
No, they grow in the summer.
Yeah, you know me, man. Not a hunt boy over here.
You're more of a winter though, if I had to guess.
I'm a winter grower.
Are you? If you could, okay, let's do a quick one. Winter or summer?
Summer.
Oh, really? I definitely thought of you as a winter.
It's literally fucking 3 degrees outside right now. I hate it.
Really? You don't like it?
I like
you're
snow.
upset about it.
I think snow is pretty. But this cold is pissing me off. Literally.
Really?
Widowy.
Widowy pissing you off.
It's pissing me off. Widowy.
I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me a bit. My life has not changed. I didn't get to go skiing the other day because it snowed too much, but as far as like temperature going and doing that kind of stuff, someone said today it's like, yeah, it was pretty sucky yesterday to go skiing. They went up like because you're on the lift and there's just air around you.
Yeah.
And it just sucked. You're in the wind and it sucked.
Yeah, man, it's cold.
-5 all day at the top of the mountain.
It's
so
freezing.
I can imagine that kind of sucking. But if you dress, honestly, there's not bad weather, just people that aren't prepared dressing wise. But people are mad.
Yeah.
People are mad. Davis was in Davis, West Virginia today. It was -25 today. It was the record low of the nation. Isn't that something?
It was -25?
Mm-hmm.
Record low in the whole nation.
Today. It was the lowest temperature in the nation today.
Okay. Jeez, dude. That's miserable.
Yeah, it was not the record low.
What do you think the record low was?
Record low ever? Mm-hmm. Ooh, that'd be a good question.
-100.
Record low ever recorded.
I'm going to Google it right now for us.
I'm going to guess it is -57.
I'm going to say -120.
Okay. I am prepared for this answer. Because that's really, really low. But it's also a high number. It's like once it hits 0, there's nowhere but up.
The record coldest temperature on Earth is -89.2 degrees Celsius, which is -128 degrees Fahrenheit.
Dang, man. Where's that at, though?
Vostok Station in Antarctica.
Oh, I knew it was going to be Antarctica.
On July 21st, 1983.
Can you do United States for me?
In the USA. -80 degrees Fahrenheit in Prospect Creek, Alaska.
See, I feel like
USA.
No, don't keep cheating for me. Okay, cheat.
-70 degrees.
Still?
Rogers Pass, Montana.
That's pretty
70 degrees. That's pretty fucking cold.
What do you do in -70? Just that was the lowest high, by the way. The lowest cold, like that was like the least cold of all of the colds that we just mentioned.
Yeah.
-70. And people are like, It's 0 degrees when I get up at 9 a.m. Oh.
Do you think if you peed in negative 70-degree temperature, first off, do you think that it would freeze your penis off?
Yes.
Do you think it would? Like, it would damage you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, fuck.
I mean,
I was going to say, do you think it would freeze your pee, though?
Think how warm 70 degrees is from 0.
Yeah.
It's okay, today, you went out. It was probably 0 when you got up, and you might have done something outside. Imagine how much warmer 70 is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, reverse it.
Yeah. It's pretty cold.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think it would damage human skin?
Yeah, a negative like a negative 20 wind chill is like can hurt your skin.
Yeah. Dang.
But
luckily,
that's like, but I didn't even feel like it was that cold when I kept going out.
I'll never go to Montana. I've heard it's a real ugly piece of shit there. And obviously it's too cold for me.
I think penguins live there now because of all they like started migrating up.
Yeah, I heard that they filmed Alien versus Predator there.
Really?
Yeah, because it was so cold. Everything was an ice temple, and they found the Predator ship inside the ice temple in Montana.
Mm-hmm. I also think that The Thing was filmed there as well.
Yeah, and also Mega Freeze Shark Town was filmed there. You don't want to watch that movie. It's not as good as The Thing, but it's still okay.
You know, in Monsters, Inc., when he goes, "Welcome to the Himalayas."
Montana.
Glacier National Park.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
does the Yeti exist?
We'll stick here in West Virginia.
And is he migrating south?
We'll stick here in West Virginia, in Respiration, Virginia, where it stays to about 0 degrees at its coldest.
My brother said something really funny the other day. I want to tell you about it.
Let's hear it.
I was on the phone with him a couple days ago. It was before it got actually cold. And so 2 days ago. And she kept saying, "I want to wear this." And no, you need to wear this outside. And his daughter kept going, "Oh, I want to wear this outside." No, you have to wear a hat. You have to wear gloves. And then you can tell that he like grabbed her by the arm. And I heard him go, "Listen, it's the coldest it's ever been in your entire life. Put on mittens." You're 4 years old. In your entire 4 years, this is the coldest it's ever been.
Yeah.
Put on some mittens.
Did she listen?
And I think whenever he said coldest of your entire life, that's a pretty bold thing to say to someone. It's like, listen, I know you have never dressed appropriately for this weather. You need to try a little harder.
Yeah.
But you want to know something crazy? A guy walked in today, T-shirt.
That is crazy.
First appointment. You know what the temperature was by noon? 2.
Did you say anything to him? Did you say, "Dude, you're a psycho"?
Also, a kid walked in his shorts today.
How old?
He's going to turn 14, he said. But he was very cool, but he needs to wear pants.
Yeah.
He just got done with a basketball practice
Cool
or
isn't
something.
so smart.
He just got done with basketball practice, so he just didn't want to change out of his, like, he just didn't want to wear pants afterwards or something.
Did you ever have an experience growing up where you realized you were in deep shit because you did not dress properly for the winter and you were like, "Oh, I'm kind of screwed right now. I need to go back inside"?
Probably, but I'm usually pretty, like, on top of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I do have one. So when I moved into the apartment with Brody, my friend Jacob Bales came up to watch a football game. He had tickets. So we went all together to watch the football game, and it was a blizzard as soon as the game started. I did not have my warmest clothes at that place yet. I was like there for a couple months, and I didn't like that was like it wasn't cold yet, and all my warm stuff was at home, and I did not have my stuff, so I was like had a hoodie with like a bullshit jacket over top of it, and me and him were freezing.
Yeah,
we were freezing, dude. Like it should not have felt that cold, but it was very cold that year. It was I mean it was like 9 years ago, and it got down in like the 10-degree range. But like now I think of that right now, if I would have dressed appropriately, I would have been fine. I go skiing in 5-degree weather and I'm fine.
Yeah.
So I should have been fine. How about you?
Well, I just remember a time when I was a kid at my babysitter's. So it was like me and all my brothers, and then like there were other like foster kids there, and also her grandson Eddie Ray was the neighbor there too. So everybody was all over at her house, and all of our snow stuff was in the basement. You know, when you're a kid, you have like snow pants, your boots, big snow jacket, your hat, and your gloves. Like that was the gear you wore to go outside. And my gloves were gone. I had one glove. My gloves, like I lost a glove somewhere. Just in the pile of all the kids' shit, one of my gloves was gone. So I was like, I'm not going to go out there with just one glove on. I'm going to go out there with no gloves on. So I'm this kid, probably 3 or 4 years old, playing in the snow with no gloves on. Boy, did I learn a lesson. It got cold. And I remember coming inside and I started like, they're like yelling at me, why don't you wear gloves? I was like, I don't know. I was in pain, dude. I remember like them giving me like a warm rag. And I was like holding onto this hot rag and I was crying. It hurt so bad. My hands hurt so bad. But maybe I was just a fucking baby pussy.
Kind of sounds like you were a baby pussy.
Yeah, I think I was just being a little baby pussy.
But I will say this. When you're younger, and the younger you are, the more you are like this. You just want to have fun. You're more into having fun than you are making a good decision. So it's like, I would rather be out there having fun with the rest of the kids than ask. Like, you don't know you're allowed to ask. It's like it's like everything's embarrassing. It's like, I don't have any gloves. Where's my other glove? You're not like asking everybody, hey, where's my glove? Right. Can you guys check inside like your jacket sleeves just to make sure there's no, because it was probably just like in someone's stuff.
Yeah.
But you don't know that. Everyone's getting dressed. You're like,
I'm getting left behind.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
And you just want to have fun with everybody else. You just want to be included.
You're just a dumb little kid. Mm-hmm. IQ probably 15.
And you don't grow out of it until, and honestly, you don't grow out of that moment. There are probably people that have had that exact moment happen to them. Some people never grow out of it. There's people that walk in here, it's super cold, they're wearing flip-flops, and they just have not grown out of it. They just decide, this is a good idea, and they just kind of embrace their bad decisions.
It's like, fuck it.
Yeah, and then they get home, it's like, man, it's cold. It's like, no, it's actually 45 degrees out, but you're wearing flip-flops.
You're just an idiot. You're a baby pussy.
Yeah, you're being a baby pussy. So I think you learned a valuable lesson very early.
Yeah.
Did you wear gloves today?
Yep. I keep gloves in my bag and my coat all the time. I love my gloves. You know, one time
I'm a mitten man.
Can I try yours on?
Absolutely.
Just give me one of them.
No, I would like you to wear both.
Okay. Now, these are nice. So
it might be a little tight on you. I have small hands.
Years ago, I bought some gloves off of Amazon. These are nice. They were ski gloves because I wanted a pair of like super heavy gloves. Mm-hmm. And they were awesome, dude. They were like bright royal blue, and they had like a yellow pattern like splattered over top of them. Mm-hmm. They were so cool. They looked like something that you would equip to your character on SSX3.
That's sick.
They were awesome, and they were also like like these are really nice, but I will still say that the level of cushion inside these gloves, and it was kind of like this softness, but I want to say they were softer because these gloves were so wonderful. I bought I bought one pair of them. They didn't come, so I asked Amazon, hey, why didn't my pair of gloves come? So they sent another one. And I gifted the one pair to JC, my younger brother. Dude, they're gone. He doesn't have his anymore. I lost mine somewhere. And I'm like, those gloves were so sick, and I've never been able to find them again on Amazon at least. But man, I wish I still had those gloves. Yeah, these are nice. What brand is this?
Dakine.
That's only half the mitten. They come with a glove liner.
Nice.
So it's actually way warmer.
Yeah, those are sick.
But you can just throw these on and go, those are warm.
Yeah.
It's just very simple. It's just a very simple mitt. They're not like the super insulated kind, but that's because you have the glove inside.
Reach in my coat pocket, grab my gloves out of there. I want you to put them on. I think you'll like them. I think
I might too.
I think they'll be a good fit because they're everyday normal gloves. You can just, let's say you have to do an emergency snow shoveling situation. Oh crap, I have gloves and they're here. This is easy. Boom.
Honestly, I can already tell that these are good. Even though North Face is going kind of the, you can tell that they kind of went the more fashion route recently. But they have a nice grip there.
I mean, they're fine. They're nothing too crazy.
I like that.
Yeah, they're nothing too crazy.
I like that a lot.
They're just good.
Yeah, there's like a nice. That's a wool.
Sheep's wool.
A nice sheep's wool.
Or goat wool.
It could be goat wool. Now, it's really hard to tell the difference between sheep and goat as a novice,
especially if you're just listening to them.
And this is a synthetic goat wool, because you can tell the strands have been dyed.
Yeah.
And the goat is probably dead. So it's a double dyed goat's synthetic wool.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are nice. But I'm always there's a power button. You are powered. Did they come with a glove? Did they come with a mitten or something?
What is it?
You are powered. See it?
Yeah, that's interesting.
There's a power button.
I've never noticed that. I wonder what that means.
I don't know. Maybe they pair with a specific mitt or something.
I have no idea. I'm going to put them on, though.
Yeah. My hands are actually very freezy. I'm going to put my mitts on for the rest of the pod, if that's okay.
Yeah, it's pretty...
Do you mind that?
It's cold, man. Even over at... Like, it's cold in here, but even over at our shop, it was 70 degrees in there, but there's something about the air chill that you just can't shake.
Anytime you had a bunch of people walking in and such. But also on my thumb, this is for my goggles. You wipe your goggles off. See that little ridge
it's like
there?
Rubbery?
Mm-hmm. You go...
See. Interesting.
Yeah, it's basically my windshield wiper. So when you're skiing, and it's just on this one, not on the other one. It's actually separate. See?
Yeah, it's like the other one has a different kind of material for wiping.
Mm-hmm. I actually never thought of that. Maybe it's just like it is a different type of material. That's interesting. I never actually noticed the material difference.
The efficiency in these gloves.
Yeah, and they actually have hand warmer spots right there. This is why there's zippers there. But that's a windshield wiper to get all the snow off your goggles, because the man-made snow that comes out of the blowers, it sticks to your goggles real bad. So when you're going underneath of the snow makers, it sticks to you because it's still very wet, and then it freezes and it sucks and you can't see shit.
Isn't it just chunks of ice?
Actually, it's a fan, and water is pumped to it. And because the fan is moving it so fast, it's spraying out and turning to snow.
So if it's not really cold enough, then it's just wet.
Right. So they make snow whenever it's a certain temperature. Yeah.
You would think they'd be able to just put boiling water in it and feed the boiling water to it. That way it would turn to snow easier.
I think that turns to dust. If I've seen the videos correctly, it actually turns to dust.
It does look like dust.
But yeah, mitts are not very good for holding ski poles or for really any other activity other than staying warm. If you want to do something with your hands, you won't do it very well.
Why aren't they good for holding ski poles?
You can, but like it's just cumbersome.
Cumbersome.
It's just not as easy to do. Like you don't feel like you're really gripping it because like these are folding in a way, and
Yeah.
but these are great, and I'm glad that you have some nice warm gloves.
I love gloves.
We need to get you out on the freaking slopes sometime, dude. Okay, what's the first trick you're gonna do on a snowboard if you go out on the slopes?
Indie crab?
Fuck yeah, dude. That's exactly what you should be doing. That's such a smart answer.
Yeah. I would also do a stalefish.
Really?
That's the easy one.
Yeah. Yep, through the legs.
I think the first trick I would actually try, though, I could do an Indie crab easy. Just a little 180.
180, huh? I think you could too. I think you could do a 180 on flat ground, to be honest. Moving. You could obviously do it stationary, but you could do it moving for sure.
You know, my friend Robbie said the same thing about that you said about skiing and snowboarding, though.
Yeah.
He said, snowboarding, you're going to get beat up the whole time.
Yep.
I said, yeah, but that's cool. I'd rather just do that.
Mm-hmm. You can do some butters on them.
Oh, I'd have some crazy stees.
You know what butters are? You know what a butter is?
Like leaning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a manual version of snowboard.
Yeah.
So skateboard's manual, snowboard's a butter. It's because you're spreading butter with the knife. You're spreading the butter. Yeah. So you're just doing fun stuff. You're just buttering.
I would have a
You can do it with skis too, but
I would have a crazy sloppy steez
oh yeah.
right
Yeah.
off the bat.
I imagine if honestly, here's the thing that you need to do. If you ever go, your thumb is so what the Jesus Christ. You're ripping your thumb off through your glove. You would be an amazing crip. Wow. Dude. I think you'd be a guy that wears super baggy fits on the slopes, bro. So baggy that you don't even have all you got is material around your thumb. You'd be wearing baggy fits and you'd be like, yo, I'm just looking for a baggy fitted snow bunny on this motherfucker.
I remember on SSX3, the video game, it would say like the mountain was like negative 20 degrees. And I'd be out there with that character Moby, shirtless. I don't give a fuck.
Dude, I thought his name was Mac. It's Moby.
There's a Mac. I think there's a Mac also.
Moby is who? Describe him. Is he
black dude with tattoos.
Oh, no.
From England.
I always
You have a guy
played
named Nate?
either the little Asian girl on SSX Tricky, Mac, or I think it's Eddie, who is the red afro. I think it's Eddie.
I don't know.
He had like clown boards and stuff.
Mac, you could type in a cheat code on SSX3 and get a character named Mac, but I don't remember what he looked like.
Looked lame in the SSX Tricky.
Yeah.
He was like the one that we all looked like because he's like kind of lame. I should have been more often. I went to the little Asian girl because she was so fast.
Yeah.
It was sick. She was so fast.
Fast as fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I miss those games.
So SSX3, did you do a lot of like moves? I never played it. You do a lot of like skill tricks and stuff.
Oh, there's so many cool Uber tricks.
Mm-hmm.
You have like the boost,
But it's still racing, right?
yeah. There was
Yeah.
like trick games too, but
Yeah, the SSX tricky. Just you had, I don't know, it was just a different thing.
yeah,
I only had that one.
yeah, it was cool. Do you have any announcements for the podcast? Tell the people what they want to hear.
I have try not to like, I don't know, it's just kind of silly to just not wear clothes. Like, don't be that kid that's like don't be that kid that doesn't want to like carry his jacket in high school.
Right.
It's like,
Wear it.
just wear it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's warm.
That's like a whole thing right now. And it's been that way, but it's way worse. It's like, oh, also if you're 13, the things that are cool are how you're cool is cool haircuts, being good at basketball, and that's about it. That's like the two cool things. That 13-year-old told me that today.
I think that 13-year-old is probably getting good haircuts and being good at basketball. At least that's what it sounds like to me.
He's getting good haircuts. He was halfway done, and then I said, "Are you good at basketball?" He goes, "No." I was like, "Well, that sucks."
Sorry, you're not a cool kid.
And he's like, "Yeah, but I said, "You still get chicks?" He's like, "No." And I'm like, "All right, well." He's like, and then it came out that he's like, he said something about I was gonna like something else that like you have to buy that was cool. And I said, where did you have that? He's like, well, I'm probably going to get a job. I said, that's cool. I said, you can do that. That's cool. Oh, I said, what are you going to do when your mom stops paying for your haircuts? He's like, I'll probably get a job so I can afford good haircuts. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then I said, that's very cool. And he said, yeah, well, all the other guys are trying to impress girls and try to get girls. I'm going to be making money. I said, that's the coolest thing you ever said.
That's what girls love.
Dude. And that's what
they're going to love that little bro.
And if they don't love it, you'll really enjoy it. That was my discovery today, is that there was one 13-year-old kid that has come in the barbershop in 2 years here that actually knew what was up.
Yeah. My announcement is this is the last podcast that people are going to hear. Well, actually, when they hear this, I'll be in Japan.
I just want to party.
I'll be in Japan doing Japan things, drinking Japan coffee, drinking Japan tea.
Pop a little pussy, shut your mouth, don't sass me.
Just listening to Primo Rice while I'm walking through Kyoto.
That was a mitten problem. Is hitting two buttons at once.
Oh, I get it. I get it now. You want to go ahead and hit the button to close us out?
Pop a little pussy, shut your mouth, don't sass me.
I thought you hit it.
I thought I did too, but
See everybody next week.